Dennis Kutrieb after Ebbsfleet 3, Chippenham Town 0. Is that the start you were looking for?
Yeah, 100%. Can't moan about anything today. I think we played a very good game of football. Put pressure on them very early. Could have scored after, I don't know, 4 minutes maybe. If I have to criticize something, is that we haven't scored more goals. But I think for a first game in the season, it's a perfect result. And exactly as you said, exactly what we were looking for. Really proud of the boys from first to last, man. Even the boys which are not in the squad. Everyone was so supportive today, and was a good team performance.
Playing against 10 men can sometimes be difficult because they close ranks and make life very difficult for you. But the second half, you just really put your foot on the accelerator and just finished the job with the two debutants scoring. That must have pleased you.
Yeah, 100%. As I said last week, I'm so happy that Toby's with us, came in, scored a goal, had a great normally assist, but was not a goal. And Darren, when he came in, maybe his first touch, I don't know, straight away in front of goal, I told him there are massive gaps, so make sure whenever you get the ball, you go straight in front of the goal. Was well done and well taken, but there you can see we have a good squad, we have a good team, and even the boys which came from the bench, they can make an impact straight away, and that's what they have done. And as I said, I'm just proud of them because everyone was doing a very, very good job today. And of course, it can be tough against 10 men, but we wanted to make sure that we just keep the ball, that we don't make stupid mistakes, that they could get some chances with transitions or whatever. As I said, it was a really good team performance.
You had a spell in the first half where they were asking some questions and making life difficult for you, but you came through that, and then you got the goal, and that settled you down, didn't it?
Yeah, but I think that's what you have to expect because it's National League South, it's a tough league, and every opponent can ask questions. And that's what they have done. After we had a good start in the first half and haven't scored early, they get a little bit of foot into the game and could ask some questions. I think we defended very well there, even if it was tough, but defending was outstanding. And then we, as you said, we came through, and then we could put our foot on the pedal again, could score a goal finally. And from then we should have scored 2 or 3 more goals in the first half. Tenna, I know he had one big chance. Tom had one big chance. These are the two which are on top of my head straight away. But you can see if we don't get frustrated or distracted. We just need to make sure that we are focused, and then we can score because we will have enough chances to score goals.
It wasn't a rough game, it wasn't a dirty game, but the players took a little bit of a battering, and they had to keep calm, and they had to play the ball around away from their opponents, and they did very well in that respect, didn't they? They kept applying themselves all the way through.
Yeah, agree again, because that's what we said. We don't want to get distracted. We don't want to get frustrated. We need to make sure that they don't get provoked by someone, and it can happen because obviously if you get a red card and then you need to play with 10 men, it can be an advantage for the opponent. And sometimes you will find opponents which try to play this card and go and try to provoke that you get a red card or whatever. And you need to be prepared for it. It's not always easy to stay calm and stay away from situations, but especially today, that's what they have done in a very impressive way for me. But yeah, now typical to say it's one game, so we have nothing achieved. So everyone thinks like, oh, it was a great start and that's perfect. But now we need to work even harder because at Weymouth it's not getting easier for us.
There was one incident in the game that was controversial. Murray Sterling-James went through on the right-hand side, was pulled down. Some people thought it could have been a penalty. The referee decided it was worthy of a red card by the Chippenham player and sent the man off. What was your view of that?
No, I don't know. Can't tell you anything about it. I couldn't see if it was outside, inside the box, red card. Maybe he could have give a penalty and then not a red card. I don't know. Because obviously the rules are changing. The linesman told me that because he was definitely a yellow card on the sideline against Tenna, but we scored from there because he played advantage. So well done from the ref over there. And the linesman told me afterwards that it's not a yellow card when we score a goal from it. I never heard about it, but it's fine. If it's a rule, it's a rule. So that's what I always said. If we play under the rules and everyone knows the rules, that's fine for me. But I couldn't see what was happening over there. So I was just happy that we get something and not like, oh, it's a yellow card and a free kick. That wouldn't make sense for me, because then I rather would take the pen. But at the end of the day, was an outstanding situation from Omari. It was a fantastic first touch there. Went straight away in behind, and that's what I really like, because everyone tries to go forward at the moment and is on the front foot, and that's what we want to see.
You mentioned Weymouth there. They lost at home to Tunbridge today. What does that tell you about those two sides?
Nothing. It's the first game day, so you can't take too much out of games. So I don't know what was happening there. I think Tonbridge has a far better team than last year, and they will be in a much better position than they have been last year. I'm pretty sure about it, but exactly I can't tell you at the moment. So we will see what happened over there, and then we try to get prepared. Especially in the start of the season, you need to make sure that you are ready, regardless who the opponent is. And as I said 2 weeks ago, we have a really tough start. So it looked good today, and we had a good result, but the games are not getting easy. And playing at Weymouth and then at Eastbourne 3 days later, which have a strong team again, then Farnborough, Dover. So all these games, Concord Rangers as well. So all these games are really tough for us, and we need to make sure that we are ready. And then we can prepare our opponents, but we need to make sure that we are 100%.
And that's why you have a big squad.
That's why we have a big squad, especially exactly because we have now first game is gone, but still 5 games in the next 3 weeks. So it will be tough, and no one got injured today again. So good for us, good to see. We try to load everything and everyone in the right making the right decisions. That we have no muscle injuries. Paxman is back, so he's training already. So that's good to see for me as well. And at the moment, I'm very pleased because I could see a very strong team performance, and that's all I'm looking for.
Well, good luck on your road trip next week when you go to the seaside at Weymouth and the seaside at Eastbourne. And we'll be back here with you when you come back for the Farnborough game.
Cheers.
Thank you.